This is not the first time in the past couple of years that our republic has been attacked by a would-be assassin who sought to kill.
What's up out there, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope all is well with you guys out there on this beautiful Tuesday. All is well over here. Well, this past Saturday, April 25th, 2026, the White House Correspondence Association dinner got some action that they wasn't ready for due to your boy right here on the left, Cole Thomas Allen, 31 years old, okay? Flash passed through there, busting caps, you see what I'm saying, at Secret Service. It said that one of the Secret Service men was hit. You know, he took one to the vest that he was wearing, and he's gonna be okay, you know what I'm saying? So they say, you know. But, you know, some people seem to think that this is staged, but rather staged or not, I can say this right here. Y'all better stop hanging around Donald Trump. And that's just all there is to it. Dude, you know, got a lot of haters, you know what I mean? And, you know, some have, you know, high validity for hating. But Some of these people taking this shit out. You know what I mean? They are carrying out their fantasies. But you know what strikes me curious is this. How is it that Cole Allen was able to run from the back through the Secret Service checkpoint right there, busting caps? You see what I'm saying? It just kind of gives setup. It gives staged. You know what I mean? Staged. And guess what? Dude sent a anti-Trump manifesto 10 minutes before this happened, and on top of that, his own brother called and told Secret Service or whatever Trump administration that he was planning on doing this. And he was taken alive thereafter, okay? But what I want us to do is basically check out this little small part that I want to read about Cole Allen, in this anti-Trump manifesto. Now, this reads right here, White House Correspondence Dinner. Suspect Cole Allen sent anti-Trump manifesto. Wanted to take out officials. The friendly federal assassin. Okay? And then he got the smile down here. You know what I mean? Dude, you could have did something else better with your life. You know, if this is real, you know what I mean. But it says here in Washington, accused White House Correspondence Dinner gunman Cole Allen sent a chilling anti-President Trump manifesto to his family just before opening fire, calling himself the friendly federal assassin and revealing he was hell-bent on killing Trump administration officials. The Post has learned. Allen wrote that his targets were administration officials, not including FBI Director Kash Patel, prioritized from highest ranking to lowest. The unhinged missive went out about 10 minutes before the shooting Saturday night. Two U.S. officials said, "I am no longer willing to permit a pedophile, rapist, and traitor to coat my hands with his crimes," Allen wrote, apparently referring to the president. Okay? Yeah, you know what I mean? Cole Allen, I'm tired of this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? That's even if this is real, because, the last time the alleged assassination attempt on Trump, when he was outside and say one dude that some marksman, hiding up on something, looked like a Woodstock hippie from back in the 60s, you know what I mean, sent a bullet, probably about something like an AK-47 or AR-15 style size bullet past Trump's ear, and he said it nicked it, and I seen, where he had a little catch-up, a little rundown, you know what I'm saying, and I happen to know one of those bullets probably would have took off, the right side, it was on the right side of Trump's ear, the whole right side of his head, probably, I don't know, you know what I'm saying, but I know one damn thing. One of the little catch up, you know what I mean, little style when he holding the ear, looked like he got stung by a bee in the ear. You know what I mean? And it really didn't even look like that. Okay? So this is what you got questioned about, old boy, man. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, I'm still going to say they better stop hanging out with Trump if this is real right here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, your boy Cole Allen, you know what I mean, allegedly did this. And they took him alive. Okay? So let's check out this video clips, about 5 minutes, giving more intel on your boy Cole Allen.
And now we can confirm the identity of the suspect. I want to bring in our Chief Justice correspondent, Pierre Thomas, for a little bit more about what we're learning. Pierre?
We're learning that the suspect is from Torrance, California, according to our sources. The sources, I'm going to try to be very specific here, is identified as Cole Allen. Again, from Torrance, California. As we have been told by various sources and by the Attorney General of the United States, search warrants are being executed at residents associated with this man. They're also at his hotel room, obviously, checking and going through any items they can find there. He's been charged with multiple counts, including assaulting a federal officer and using a weapon in the commission of a crime. Law enforcement officials are expected to do a deep dive. Right now, the DC police are saying he acted alone, but again, this is early in the investigation. They are going to look at every bit of social media activity if he had any. They're going to exploit any devices, mobile phones, computers that he has. This investigation is now full tilt, the highest priority in the federal government in terms of law enforcement right at this moment.
Now, a lot to comb through, including the hotel room where he was staying. Pierre, thank you. He's expected to be arraigned on Monday now. I want to bring in FBI agent and ABC contributor Brad Garrett for a little bit more on what's happening in that investigation now and where it goes from here. Brad, one of the questions we keep hearing coming up is just how this happened, right? On the one hand, you have the president and law enforcement touting the quick response here, which I don't think anyone's refuting, that this guy ran through the checkpoint and was taken down within seconds, maybe even less than that. But there's the other question of how someone carrying a shotgun, a handgun, multiple knives makes it that close. Should there have been more security?
Well, I guess you'd have to look, Diane, at the configuration of where that magnetometer was. What is the level of security, if any, as far as checking people prior to getting to that magnetometer? Now, obviously, somebody charging through a crowd and running towards the magnetometer is one thing. But the question you're asking me, obviously, is should he have been stopped prior? Because clearly he's not very far from everyone based on just the audible sounds from the president and obviously everyone that's in the room. So, yes, it's going to be a question of how was he even able to get that far. But, you know, you're also limited sometimes as to the configuration of a room and where security has to be to clear people before they ultimately go into a room where the president and other dignitaries are there. So, yeah, this is going to be another huge call for the Secret Service of how did he get that far and what should we have done potentially to, if it's conceivable, to have stopped him before he even got to where he was ultimately stopped.
And the president, however, today is just thanking the Secret Service, thanking law enforcement in general for how quickly they acted. He said he's very grateful for how he and the First Lady, his cabinet, and everyone else involved was treated. Of course, we know that Secret Service officer who was shot was saved by his bulletproof vest. He's in the hospital now, but the president says he's doing okay. And the suspect is in the hospital being evaluated. They haven't said exactly why he's in the hospital, Brad. They say he wasn't shot in this incident. They didn't elaborate on any injuries, but they just said he's in the hospital being evaluated. But now you have this investigation on multiple fronts, right? One at the hotel, obviously, another at his apartment in California. Where else do you see this investigation going?
So first of all, these type of attacks tend to be lone actors, as you and I have talked about in previous cases. But we don't know that for sure. Is there any sort of connection between him, a group, other individuals, etc.? How did he get the weapons from Torrance, California, which apparently is where he lived, to D.C.? Probably drug, I would guess, but they'll be able to figure that out. But is he somebody also, was he on the radar screen of the Secret Service or law enforcement in some form or fashion? Now, maybe yes, maybe no. Even if he was there any indicator, obviously, that he was going to come and attempt to do what he ultimately did tonight? My guess is obviously people didn't know that or they would have been watching him. But all of those questions are going to have to be answered. And typically people who commit these type of acts will have sort of laid out a trail for law enforcement. Social media, writing things, preparation to come and do this, whatever it might be, to further build the case against him. And to your earlier comment about why he's in the hospital, I mean, they probably tackled him and threw him to the ground. That's what we would do typically. So, you know, he may have gotten hurt in that regard.
Hello.
Yeah, your boy Cole Allen had them jumping over tables, hiding under tables, running fast. Well, at least they thought they were running fast, but they was really running slow. But they was doing the best they can. That was kind of hilarious to me. These people better start trying to stay in some kind of good physical condition because see, you don't know what you might have to do. You don't know, you might have to run just like this. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is this, they're saying this is real, and old Cole Allen, you know what I mean, is facing life in prison, if he's found guilty. Well, there's no doubt that he's guilty. I mean, hell, is right here on national video all over the world. You know what I'm saying? All over the world. But here's the deal. This was one man, and he did pop that one Secret Service guy, because I seen that guy, he flinched over, like doubled over, and he pulled his weapon. Then he started firing. I saw that, you know what I mean, where that vest caught, the bullet and everything. Now, one guy was able to do this much right here, okay? Imagine what a dozen guys could do. You see what I'm saying? This is what they need to prepare for. You know what I'm saying? Now, I seen a lot of these Jack Reacher wannabe Secret Service men walking around with little pot bellies and stuff like that, hobbling and wobbling, carrying their guns and stuff like that. But the thing is this, they were not prepared for this guy right here. They wasn't. Now, I saw that. You see what I'm saying? Again, what will they do if ever it's more guys than just one? What will they do? These guys going to be able to do more damage. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is this. You just better stop hanging around Trump, man. Just don't go to no Trump function whatsoever. As if you do, there's no telling what might happen. That's just what it is, man. Trump is high risk. High risk. I've never seen so many so-called assassination attempts on any president in history. Not like this. You know what I mean? Was it just one last year in the summer? Last summer sometime where you had the Woodstock hippie looking boy? They claim did that. You know what I'm saying? And now you got Cole Allen. You see what I'm saying? Who's next? Makes you wonder. Well, that's all I got on this one, people. I want you guys to tell me what you all think about this situation right here. Let me know in the comment section the comment section, that is, if this thing you think was real or was it staged. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts on it. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we're being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.